Every day, millions of people enjoy these delicious cereals for breakfast. To meet the enormous demand, tons of corn are harvested to produce millions of cereal boxes each day. We visited a cereal factory to uncover how simple corn kernels are transformed into crispy and nutritious cereals that you enjoy in the morning. Cereals were created accidentally by the Kellogg brothers in the 1890s. They were attempting to make a bread dough, but left boiled wheat for too long, which turned into cornflakes. Instead of discarding them, they decided to toast and taste them. This is how the first cornflakes were born, which later became famous. In the early years, cereals were primarily sold in bulk boxes and considered a healthy and easily digestible food. Over time, their popularity increased, and their distribution expanded nationally and internationally. This factory is the largest producer of breakfast cereals in Europe. It all begins in Argentina, where corn is cultivated in 390 farms. During the harvest, corn cobs are plucked, and up to 30,000 tons are shipped to the United Kingdom, enough corn to make 500 million bowls of cornflakes. The cornflakes production line operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, manufacturing 1 million cereal packages each day. The first step in corn cereal manufacturing involves meticulous selection and cleaning of the corn. This process ensures that only high-quality and impurity-free corn kernels are used. The corn kernels arrive at the factory and undergo thorough quality control. Their size and freshness are checked to ensure they meet the established standards. The selected corn kernels are stored in controlled conditions, such as cool and dry areas, to preserve their quality. In some cases, additional conditioning is done, where the grains undergo a controlled moistening process. This helps to soften the corn's husk and facilitates the extraction of flakes later on. Before grinding, the corn kernels go through an initial cleaning stage to remove impurities such as stones, dust, and other residues. The grains pass through a series of sieves and vibrating screens that separate corn particles. After the initial cleaning, the corn kernels undergo a more detailed secondary cleaning. Gravity separators and vacuum cleaners are used to remove finer impurities like small stones or residual dust. Clean and high-quality corn kernels are then sorted according to their size and density. Specialized classifiers and separation equipment are used to ensure that only suitable grains are used in the production of flakes. Once the selection and cleaning step is completed, the corn kernels are ready to move to the next stage of the cereal manufacturing process. The selected corn kernels undergo a soaking and conditioning process. This step is crucial to soften the grains and prepare them adequately for the milling stage. After cleaning, the corn kernels are transferred to specially designed soaking tanks. These tanks are filled with hot water and used to soak the grains for a specific duration. The corn kernels are fully submerged in hot water during the soaking process, which can last several hours. This allows the hot water to penetrate the grains, softening the husk and facilitating milling. In some cases, after soaking, the corn kernels may undergo additional conditioning. This involves adding steam or heat to adjust the moisture content of the grains and improve their texture. Additional conditioning can help achieve better husk separation during the milling stage and obtain more uniform cornflakes. During the milling and separation stage, the soaked and conditioned corn kernels undergo a grinding and separation process. This step is crucial to convert the grains into a fine and homogeneous mass that will later be transformed into characteristic cornflakes. The soaked and conditioned corn kernels are fed into the factory's mills. The grains are passed between two giant steel rollers rotating in opposite directions, with one slightly faster than the other. The mills are specialized equipment designed to grind the grains and obtain a coarse mass called cornmeal. During the milling process, the grains are crushed, reducing their size to achieve the desired consistency. The resulting cornmeal undergoes a separation process to remove the husk and other unwanted particles. After separation, the final cornmeal has a smoother and more uniform texture. This cornmeal serves as the base material for forming cornflakes in subsequent stages of the manufacturing process. Once the grinding and separation step is completed, the cornmeal is ready to proceed to the next stage of cooking and flake formation. This step is essential for giving cornflakes their crispy texture and characteristic shape. The cornmeal obtained during the grinding stage is transferred to large mixers. During this process, additional ingredients such as sugar, honey, salt, or other flavors specific to the cornflakes recipe can be added. The combination of heat and hot steam cooks the cornmeal, causing it to expand and become more malleable. After cooking, the hot and cooked cornmeal is passed through a machine known as an extruder. The cornmeal is forced through a matrix with specific openings, giving the flakes their characteristic shape. As the flakes form, they are cut to the desired length and size. This is done using adjustable blades within the extruder, which cut the flakes as they emerge from the machine. After flake formation, they are transferred to a conveyor belt or cooling system, where they undergo rapid cooling to solidify them. During the cooling process, the flakes are also dried, helping to maintain their crispy texture and remove excess moisture. A rotating drum mixes the flakes and sprays them with a boiling sweet solution. They are now ready to move to the final stages of the manufacturing process. The newly formed cornflakes undergo drying, cooling, and packaging processes. These steps are crucial to ensure the quality, freshness, and shelf life of the cereals. After initial cooling, the cornflakes are transferred to a drying system. This is achieved by passing hot air through the flakes, which helps to eliminate any residual moisture and ensure their crispiness. Once the cornflakes have been adequately dried, they move on to a cooling stage. During cooling, the flakes are exposed to cold air currents to reduce their temperature and prevent them from sticking together. Before packaging, the cornflakes undergo rigorous quality inspection. They are visually inspected, and tests are conducted to ensure they meet the standards of taste, texture, and appearance. Once the quality is verified, the cornflakes are transferred to packaging machines. Each precise combination of cornflakes falls directly into a bag, which is sealed with heat from both the bottom and top to prevent any defective bags from passing. A sensor accurately measures the weight of the bags before finalizing the packaging process. Labels containing product information, nutritional content, and expiration dates are applied to the cereal packages. The packages are then stored under appropriate conditions to maintain their freshness and quality until they are sent to distributors and retailers. This final step is crucial to ensure that the cereals reach store shelves in optimal condition and ready to be consumed. Over 1 million cereal boxes will leave this factory within the next 24 hours. Please like the video if you enjoyed it and share it with someone who might find it interesting. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and enable notifications to continue learning. Thanks for watching.